If you are catching this on the replay, drop the word replay below. I wanted to talk about organizing your business and your business expenses and what is really a business expense and what is not when you start a business like this. So I was just chatting with a friend, and it is so common in the beginning of your business to feel like you're spending a lot because we also use the same products we sell. So this is very important if you sell for a company or work for a company where not only do you have business expenses that you might be writing off, but you might be personally using the same products that you sell. So here's my suggestion for you guys. I'm going to show you how I organize things, and let's talk about tax write-offs in your business. What is a tax write-off and what is not, how you can organize it, and how you can truly keep your personal consumption of products separate from your business, okay? So the first thing to know is there are lots of tax benefits to doing a home-based business, and it's one of the reasons that a lot of people do them. So a lot of people come in just simply for the tax write-offs. So it's important that you're not just doing this as a hobby. Like the IRS is going to say in 3 to 5 years, if you're not showing a profit, you're going to be considered a hobby. You don't want to risk being audited by just saying you do a business for the tax write-offs. You really want to be working a business. But there are so many tax write-offs that it's very possible that a lot of the income that you would be taxed on, you have write-offs to bring that down quite a bit. So a couple of the main ones before we talk about how to organize this. Home office is huge. So if you have a space in your home that's dedicated to your office space, you get a percentage of all your home expenses written off. You will deal with that with your CPA. You do not have to have, my CPA is an accountant who, gosh, I pay like $165 a year, I think. And that's not much more than just going to H&R Block. So get somebody who knows how to help you when it comes to tax time. But you have to track all this. So if you have a home office space, just make sure it's a dedicated space that you use for your business. And then you'll track things like your mortgage, your trash, your water, the things that cost, your electricity, all that stuff you'll get to write off 8% of because you have a home office, okay? The other thing is you get to write off 100% of your cell phone. So if you have something like our internet, cell phone and internet, if it's used for business, right? So those are huge benefits. Now, let's talk about products and purchasing because this is a big hot topic. In a company like Arbonne, we purchase products that we use on an every single day basis. So it's very important that my phone is ringing. If you consume the products, which I'm sitting outside, I didn't even bring anything. Say I'm drinking Fizz Sticks. I'm going to already be drinking something and eating something and using someone's makeup and someone's skincare. So be very careful. I guess this is aside what we tell ourselves to be true about what is really a business expense and what is things we are personally consuming that we would be consuming anyway. So mentally, I guess you've got to get to parties, and then I'm also using it. Yeah, I wrote it off as a business expense because it's my demonstration products. But if something is solely your personal use products, you could, I guess, argue that you're a product of the product and you're a walking billboard. But really, when it's personal consumed products, the way I do it is I purchase that under my personal debit card. The same way I would go personally shop at the grocery store, the health food store, the back up. Okay, we're back. So the way that you would normally buy anything pre-doing this business that you personally consume is the way that I would suggest still purchasing those products. So my personal debit card purchases my own protein shakes, my own Fizz Sticks. That keeps it financially separate. I still keep those receipts because some of it I might be able to turn in at tax time because maybe I did end up, sharing it with a friend or sampling some of it out. But if I'm personally buying it for my kitchen cabinet to use, I personally just buy it under my debit card the same way I would if I were going to go shop at Aldi. Now, when it comes to business, I like to have a separate business card. If you don't, hey Jen, If you don't have a separate business card, the easiest way to track your business expenses, and that's what we're talking about, Jen, is the easiest way to track your business expenses is just have a separate bank account, a doing business as bank account. You can set it up for free at your bank. And every time you do an Arbonne business expense, swipe it, okay? Your deposits for your Arbonne business can go into that bank account. Now, I personally have the Arbonne debit card, so all my paychecks go onto that card. If you want to use that same card to do some expenses, you can. Another way you can do it, and let me flip my camera, is you could just keep pen and paper. This is not fancy. Now, this is actually for my Camp Callahan business, but I literally just write down all the expenses like on scrapbook paper, or on scratch paper. And then I write all the income on a different page, okay? This is not fancy. Anybody can do this. So cleaning, breakfast, snacks, shopping at Walmart, all those things. So if you use multiple sources of ways to pay for things, like maybe sometimes you're doing cash, sometimes you're doing a debit card, sometimes you wrote a check, then I just have a notebook with paper that I write all the outs and all the ins. So, hey Paige, I'm talking about business expenses and how to separate out your personal. So it's very, very, very important because people in the beginning feel like they're spending all this money. It does not cost much money at all to do this business. Very little. It costs you $49 to sign up. You buy the products that you want to use. You buy them at a discount. And remember, you were going to be buying that stuff anyway. So yeah, you get to say, hey, I buy these products at this discount and these are the products I sell, and maybe you can demo them out and you can talk to your CPA about whether you can write them off. But that was not something you had to do to run your business. So just keep that in mind. You know, if you're choosing to do 30 days to healthy living, it's only going to grow your business, because when you're a product of the product, that is how you grow your business. But you were already going to eat, drink, and use someone else's skincare, toothpaste, and all the things. So I hope that helps. Other business expenses, we just did a field trip. I'm with Camp Callahan today, so that's why I was showing you my book for that. We track our mileage, so track every bit of mileage. Be smart about your mileage. If you are going to Edwardsville anyway, and you live 20 minutes from town, think of if there's a customer or something that you need to drop something off. Think of if there's anything you need to buy at the office store, so that some traveling you were going to do anyway could be a business write-off. If you're going to be going out of town, and say you're going to see your sister in Tennessee, and you're going to do that personally, prior to going, talk to her about, hey, can you get some people together? Let me bring some products to try. That is a way to use a personal trip that you're going to take already and turn it into a business trip, but you have to have it planned ahead of time. Anyway, I could go on and on. I just hope that helps. I think it's so important in the beginning that we realize how to separate out business from personal, so that you don't look and go, man, I spent $500 on Arbonne this month. Because did you really spend that for your business, or was that products you chose to use that whether you were selling it or not, you would use? I hope that helps. I'm all over the place. But if you have any questions, I would love to talk with you guys. I'm super, super, super good at never missing a tax write-off, but also very intentional on what is business, what is personal, and mentally keeping that separate. Because if I didn't buy Arbonne's protein shakes, I'm buying them from, I don't know, somewhere at Sam's Club or at Green Earth or whatever. So I'm buying it anyway. So, okay, I hope that helps. Message me if you guys have questions, and have a great day.